Hi guys, Ativ here, and in this video I will be talking about my Jaguars prediction for the AFC South. This will be our last team I will be talking about in the AFC South, then we will do the standings. Hope y'all are having a great day. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. So this is their schedule, and yes, this is 3 weeks late, my bad on that, but without further ado, let's go to their first game. So their game one was versus the Colts, and it was a very surprising one. I had the Jaguars losing, but they actually came out on top here. Phillip Rivers threw 2 interceptions, and he threw 1 touchdown, I believe, and Gardner Minshew only had 1 incompletion. He went 19 for 20, so he didn't have a lot of yards. I think he had like 174, while Phillip Rivers had 375, so more than twice of that. But, I mean, if you only throw 1 incompletion and you go 95% on 19 of 20, that is a game right there. And I believe he had 3 touchdowns as well, so he played a really good game. In game 2, we have the Titans versus the Jaguars. I had the Jaguars losing this. I don't think that the Jaguars are anywhere near the level of the Titans. Derrick Henry right now is the rushing yards leader with 319, I believe, so he's getting the ball a lot, but I mean, hey, he's playing pretty well, so like, at the end of the day, do you blame them? In game 3, we have the Dolphins at Jaguars. I had the Jaguars actually winning this one. I didn't think that they'd lose this badly to the Dolphins, and the Dolphins didn't even have Byron Jones, who's arguably their best player. So, I mean, I expected the Jaguars to come out on top, as you see, but they didn't play too well. Gardner Minshew threw a lot of interceptions, I believe. Did he? I'm not sure. I don't remember exactly. I think he threw like 2 interceptions. But don't quote me on that. I don't think DJ Shark played in this game, though. So he's arguably the Jaguars' best player, aside from Josh Allen. So, I mean, both of the teams lost their best players. So, I guess that could be the case for the Jaguars. But yeah. In game 4, we have the Jaguars at Bengals. I have the Jaguars losing this one. Honestly, I mean, Joe Burrow's had 2 really good games in a row with over 300 yards and 2 touchdowns, and I don't think he's got a single interception in both of those games. So he's looking like a Rookie of the Year candidate right now, and if he can keep that up, I don't see the Jaguars having a chance against the Bengals. If he even plays like 80% of that, I think that the Bengals should still win. So yeah. In game 5, we have the Jaguars at Texans. It's a rivalry game, but I think the Texans should win fairly easily. I mean, the Jaguars don't have the greatest roster. They have arguably the worst team, except for maybe the Jets on paper. So yeah. In game 6, we have the Lions at Jaguars. I'm going to give the Lions the win here. The Lions don't usually win, as you've seen in my predictions, but when you're playing the Jaguars, who have Gardner Minshew and DJ Shark, who are basically the only really notable players on your offense, and then you only have Josh Allen on your defense, who he did get 10.5 sacks as a rookie, which I feel like no one talks about. But, like, when those are your best players, then your team's just not that good. Let's be real here. And the Lions, they have a bunch of talent. They just have Matt Patricia as their coach, who's one of the worst coaches in the league. So, see the Lions winning this one, though. If Kenny Galladay's healthy for this one, he can probably get 2 touchdowns. And Matt Stafford can throw some deep bombs as well. So, I see this being a Lions win. In game 7, we have the Jaguars at Chargers. The Chargers did not play a good game in week 3, but I still have them winning versus the Jaguars. I mean, if you have the Chargers losing to the Jaguars, I feel like even Jags fans could admit that they have no chance in this game. Like, if Justin Herbert's starting this game and he has a really good game, like Keenan Allen did in week 3, finally, and I didn't even start him on my fantasy team, so yeah, but that's not the point. The point is that if Keenan Allen and Justin Herbert can play well, and Austin Eckler had a really good game as well, so the Panthers had a really good week 3 game, but if the Chargers can play like that, then I think that they should win versus the Jaguars, because I don't think that their defense can be that bad versus the Jaguars anyway, so yeah. In game 8, the Jaguars are playing the Texans, a rivalry game. I have the Jaguars getting swept, though. I have the Jaguars getting swept by all of the rivalry matchups, actually, as you'll see later in this video. So, yeah. Game 9, we have the Jaguars at Packers. The Packers don't blow the Jaguars out of the water, bro. That's just scary. Like, the Packers have been playing so good. So has Aaron Rodgers been playing like a beast. Devontae Adams had an insane week 1. And, I mean, he was in double coverage for the whole week 2. So you couldn't really do much there. But Aaron Jones led the team in week 2. So the Packers have basically had one insane player for each week so far. Allen Lazard in week 3, Aaron Jones in week 2, and then Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers in week 1. So who knows? If that trend can continue, then maybe Devontae Adams can be the beast of this game. I mean, the Jaguars don't have the corners to stop him. So, yeah. In game 10, we have the Steelers at Jaguars. I have the Jaguars losing. If they should get blown out of the water again in this game. The Steelers are an insane team. Big Ben is playing pretty well. James Conner had a really good week 3. Juju Smith had a good week 1. Deontay Johnson had a good week 2. TJ Watt, I believe, was the sack leader in week 2 because he had like 2.5 sacks already at that time. And Bud Dupree had like 1.5 sacks in week 3. So the Steelers' defense and offense are clicking right now. Game 11. We have the Browns at Jaguars. I have the Jaguars losing this one. The Browns should be able to win fairly easily. I mean, they don't have the coaching. Baker Mayfield hasn't been playing very good either. But I don't think that anyone's going to be able to stop Odell Beckham or Jarvis Landry or Austin Hooper. I mean, hopefully they don't stop Nick Chubb either because I have him on my fantasy team. And, I mean, honestly, those are the only things I really care about at this point for the Jaguars because I have no interest in them. I do feel bad for Jaguars fans, though, because they've given everyone away possible. So, yeah. Game 12, we have the Jaguars at Vikings. I have the Vikings winning this one, but the Vikings haven't been playing well at all. So, if they can't come back in week 4, I don't know. Maybe the Vikings might actually be able to make this one competitive because of how badly they play. Game 13, we have the Titans at Jaguars. I have the Titans winning. This should be another blowout for the Titans. A.J. Brown or Derrick Henry, or both, might have an insane game. Johnny Smith might go off as well, so yeah. Game 14, we have the Jaguars at Ravens. This should be another blowout. In Game 15, we have the Jaguars versus Bears. If the Bears can keep this up, they should be able to have a really big win. Allen Robinson, if he stays on the Bears by this time, then he might have an insane game. Jimmy Graham might be able to get some touchdowns as well. He's gone 2 touchdowns per game, I believe, for the past 2 games, but I'm not sure. I think he may have not, but no, I think he's gone 3 touchdowns in the past 2 games, but that's still pretty good, especially for, I didn't think he would get this many touchdowns, honestly, so he's playing pretty well. Game 16, you have the Jaguars at Colts, another rivalry matchup, same as the first one, but I think the Colts will get vengeance on the Jags. I have the Jags going 1-15, nothing very exciting, but yeah, that'll be the end of this video. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.